Imagine having a blog that creates daily unique content with zero input from you and then automatically posts your content to medium.com, one of the largest blogging platforms on the internet with over 100 million monthly readers. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build this exact 100% automated blogging system using make.com with just 6 simple modules. This isn't going to be one of those overcomplicated automations you need a computer science degree to understand. This is an elegant, effective system even a beginner can set up. My name is Kevin, and let's get right into it. First, why use Medium over creating a WordPress blog? Well, medium.com provides an incredible opportunity for anyone who wants to get their content in front of a huge targeted audience without having to build that audience themselves from scratch. Think of medium.com like the YouTube for blogs. Just like how YouTube has a built-in audience searching for videos on this platform, Medium has over 100 million monthly readers looking for insightful articles, how-to guides, and thought leadership content. Medium also boasts a 95 out of 100 domain authority on Google, which means that Medium articles consistently rank on the first page of Google for a lot of top searches. So this means you're not starting from zero trying to lure people into a new blog with no traffic and no reputation. Instead, you can get a steady stream of sales and leads from the content you're producing from day one. And speaking of starting on day one, you also don't need to deal with any of the technical headaches with setting up your own blog. Forget about the WordPress themes, hosting issues, endless plugins, and then worrying if everything's even set up and optimized right. Medium handles all of that for you. So to get started, just go to medium.com and create a free account, hit get started, and sign up with Google. It takes like 5 seconds. You can also do it manually with your email. Either way, it takes a few seconds. And after creating your account, it's important to set up your profile, especially with the links to your content or your funnel, so that people can find you. So just click here, go to settings, and fill this information in. If you go to profile information, you can put your name in, your bio, a link to your website, and you can customize things here. Also under publishing here, you can allow email replies, which is pretty cool. So when people actually reply to your story, it'll actually email you and you might be able to start a conversation that way as well. And those are really the major things you want to do here. And that's what's going to add your content as a footer to the bottom of every article. And here's what that would look like. And so again, that's why you want to make sure that you have the links to your funnel right here, because that's how they're going to be able to find out more about what you do and the products and services you sell. So once you've created your Medium account, now we can create your 100% automated blogging system. This does not have to be difficult. And in fact, what I'm showing you is the exact automation I made for my client, Tom, who is a real estate coach. He actually tried to build something like this in the past and came across all of these tutorials with over-engineered solutions with dozens of steps, hard to follow logic, and endless troubleshooting. On top of all that, he was frustrated that many of these tutorials also still required him to do a few steps manually. But I'm going to show you my way, which just has a few steps and 6 modules. That's it. It's elegant, simple, and gets the job done with none of the bloat. Okay, so to start our build, the first thing we need to do is sign up for make.com. It's free. Click the link in the description below and you can get signed up in a few seconds. Okay, now the next step is the most important, and it's to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, the next step is to create our first scenario after logging in to Make, and let me show you how we do that. So once you log in, you'll be in the Make dashboard, and then you just need to hit Create New Scenario. Now, I'm going to walk you through how to build this step by step, but if you want it to be even easier, you could just import my Make blueprint. You can grab that down below, check the description in the video, and then just go to Import Blueprint, choose JSON file, and hit Save. And you can see my blueprint come in right away. And then all you have to do is click on everything and make a few tweaks. That's optional, but if you want to do this even faster and easier, check that out. But before I rebuild everything, I just want to explain to you high level how this all works so it's easier for you to follow along. This is our RSS module, and what this is going to be is our source. So this is where we're going to be getting the content and insights that will be turned into our blog post. And that'll all happen automatically. Then we'll be using Perplexity to write our own post from those insights. Then we use a prompt to create an image for our blog post. Then we take that prompt and make the blog post image. And then we upload that image to Medium. And then we upload the post we wrote here to Medium with that image and post. That's it. Very simple, very elegant. Now I'm going to quickly run it once so you can see what the output will look like. And so you can see the entire automation ran, and let's check it out right here. And just like that, we have a blog post with an image AI generated. But now let me show you how to build all of this from scratch. So within our new make scenario, the first thing we need is an RSS module. Click on this and then type RSS, and then you want to select Watch RSS Feed Items. Now we'll need to grab our RSS feed. And so we're going to be using a special tool to be able to generate this feed. The tool is called rss.app. Click the link to sign up. You can sign in with Google and you'll get a free trial. And once you've created your account, you'll be in your dashboard, and the next thing you need to create is your feed. Just hit new feed, and your feed is going to be where you're going to be sourcing the insights from for your blog. Now there's a few different ways to do this. You could actually subscribe to a website or newsletter or any social platform you see here, or anything like Google News or CNN. Effectively, you can turn anything into a source that you can then take and repurpose into your own content, and have ChatGPT or Perplexity rewrite and take insights from that original piece of content and make a new unique piece of content. But what's even easier than that is you can actually just use your own topics here. And so you could pick a topic just like this and has a bunch of pre-selected topics, or you can just enter one here. So let's just say I wanted automation tools. Pretty meta, right? Because this is what I do. And so you can see just like that, it's now finding content and articles for this topic. So of course you want to be as precise as you can here and take the time to get the right source and feed, whether that's creating a very specific Google News feed or choosing a profile you really like to follow that's very targeted to your audience. But I'll keep it simple here, and you can just type a keyword and you just go save to my feeds. And so we can see all the content that's here. Then we just copy our XML file, head back to make.com, paste that in, hit OK. And now we can say select the first RSS feed item, and perfect. You can see that it's pulled in all the content here automatically, just that easily. So once we've created our RSS feed items, then the next step is we need to take those insights we grab and turn it into a blog post. And you can do this with ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. I'll show you how to do it with both Perplexity and later on ChatGPT. So let's use Perplexity. So just go to add a module, look for Perplexity AI, and go to create a chat completion. I find Perplexity is really good at reading web assets, so it'll be able to read the website that we give it really well, and that will be really good for us to get really high quality content. So what we need to do is add a connection. You just need to go to add connection and enter your API key for Perplexity. Don't worry, it's not hard to do. You just need to go to perplexity.ai, sign up for free, and then once you make your free account, click on the cog here, go to API, and then just buy like $5 worth of credits. It'll last you forever. And then you just need to hit generate and it will give you an API key. So let's copy that API key right there. And then you would go to add and enter your API key and hit save. Now you can leave the model alone here. You really don't need to mess with it. And max tokens, you could put 10,000. And then just go to messages, add, and content. And so here's where you need to write a specific prompt. So you might want to write something to this effect. You're an SEO expert and blog writer, 20 years experience, turn the following post into a 1,500 word SEO optimized blog post, and so on and so forth. You can see there's instructions here, but what's important is you need to choose the variable title here, because it's going to be pulling the title from this RSS feed. And then you want to give it the URL. So say, here's the URL for the post, and this is the variable URL. So the way this is working is every time this changes, Perplexity will look for that new result because this is a variable. And then you can add any more instructions as needed. The more specific you are here, the better. So make sure you're telling it who your audience is and any other instructions you need to add. But the important part is to grab the variables from here. Then you hit OK. And then just choose your role, user, Now remember to save as you go. A lot of people do this, they don't save and your whole automation's gone. Okay, so now once we've built that, let's test it to make sure that these two pieces work. And it's very important that you test it as you go. Just hit run once and it will grab the next article in the queue and then send it to Perplexity. And so you can see Perplexity working right here. And when that's done, just click the eye here, go to choices, one, message, content. Perfect. We can see our post right here and we formatted it in what looks like markup. Great. Now we have the post and we have the RSS, and this will always be making a new post for us. Now we need to create an image, and then we can just take all of that and put it in Medium. So next we need to use ChatGPT and go to OpenAI, create a completion prompt. And now if you don't have a ChatGPT account, you'll have to do the same thing. To create your API key, just go to platform.openai.com, click on the settings, go to API key, create new secret key, and that'll give you the API secret key you need. And then under general, you'll find your organization ID. And just like Perplexity, you just need to load in $5 or $10 and that'll last you forever. So once you've created your connection, now you just need to choose a model. You can just use ChatGPT 4.0 latest. It doesn't really matter. You can set your tokens to 5 or 10,000. Again, you're not even going to exhaust anywhere near that for what we're doing here because we're just going to be creating a prompt. Next, just choose your role. Just set it to user. And now for our text content, you might want to say something like this. As your optimized title for the following blog post, then just go here and choose the blog post variable. So all you need to do is click that and it'll insert the variable for you. And then that is all we need to do. And hit OK. And we can test running that module and you can see that it created the title. Next, we're going to create our image. So we're going to go back to OpenAI and this time we're going to say generate an image. And this time around, you can use DALL-E 3. And your prompt can be something like this. Create an appropriate image for this blog post. Here's the title. And again, you're going to go back here and get the content right here from this module. Then hit show advanced settings and make sure you change the response format to image file and then hit OK. All right, let's save it here. And why don't we test running this module right here? And so it's taking the previous input we already got, and you can see that it actually did create it. Now you can't preview the image like this. It's in computer code, basically. It's in, you can see right there. But that won't matter because we don't need it for ourselves. We need it for Medium. So then the next step is to add Medium. And now we're in the home stretch, the easiest part. Just go upload an image, then simply pick it. You can see it's pretty much pre-configured for us. And then you'll need to log into Medium. Just go to add here and find your token. So to get your token, go to Medium, go to settings, security and apps, and then click integration tokens. And then you will have your make.com token here, which you can copy directly. And then paste that token in right here. And then once you've done that, then hit file. It's already basically mapped for us and hit OK. Now, before we add our final module, I just want to give you a little bit of housekeeping advice to keep this cleaner. So if you go to rename module, it's a good idea to rename this into plain English so you don't get lost, especially when you have multiple things. So this will be write blog post Perplexity. Okay, then you might want to rename this one as well. Create post title ChatGPT, create blog image ChatGPT, and this one's pretty self-explanatory, but upload Medium image. Okay, and so then we just need to add our final module, which is Medium, create a post, and now we're going to grab our title. And because we named everything, it's just a little bit easier. So where is it? We are looking for create post title. Great, so we don't get confused. So we can go to choices, we go to message, content, and that's the title we need. Now in format, change this to markdown. Now for content, we're gonna have to do a tiny bit of coding to incorporate our image. It's super easy though, don't worry. And so the first thing we need is the actual post. Well, we know, because we labeled everything, where that is. And so we're gonna go to Choices, Message, Content. Now here's where a tiny bit of coding comes in, and so this is how we're gonna add our image. And so this first set of brackets inside here is our alt. And you could literally put anything you want, but why not just put the post title in here? This is the alt text for the image, and then within here you need to put the URL for the image. And where's the URL? Well, we got it from Medium. And then finally, I always recommend putting it in draft when you're just testing this out, or unlisted. But of course, when you're ready and your automation's working as intended, you can change it to public. But we'll leave it on draft as we're still testing all of this. Okay, now we're ready for the moment of truth to see if this works. And so we can force this to run by selecting a module. This way we don't have to wait till a new RSS feed item is populated. So let's just do this inflection one and hit okay, great. So we can see that it grabbed this article, perfect. Then it's now writing this post from the article in Perplexity. And again, like I said, you could have used just ChatGPT for all of this, or mixed it up with Perplexity and Claude and whatever you like. So experiment with what you like best in terms of their writing style. And so as we're waiting for this to complete. So if we preview, we can take a look here. We can see what is it that it made. Perfect. It made the post. Perfect. It created the title. We know it outputted that. Perfect. It uploaded, and it says that it posts to Medium. Let's take a look. So we can go here, grab the URL, or just log into our Medium account and see if it worked. Let's go to Stories, Drafts, refresh the page here. Inflection AI acquires automation startups, boost exactly the post we wanted. Boom, and it made a image for us, and that's it. That's how easy it is. Now the final step is to actually change the interval here. I would recommend you do maybe daily, right? I think that's a pretty aggressive blogging cadence as it is, and that's it, right? So you could change this to every day. You can set a time. Let's say you want it at 2:30 p.m. Save that. Perfect. And then all you need to do is go back and toggle this switch, and now it will run daily at 2:30. And that's how easy it is to create 100% automated blogging system that'll go out daily on Medium. Now, I think Medium's a great platform, but if you didn't want to publish to Medium, you could publish to Wordpress, Ghost, Blogger, and so many more platforms just like this. The steps will be really, really similar. Usually they have an image repo, and then you need to include that image in the post. Now, if you want to post to an unsupported system like Wix or Squarespace, what you could do, just export the article and the image into Google Docs, and then you'll just have to copy and paste that article now into your blog. So in this case, it'll be like 80-90% automated instead of 100. Now there is a way to do it with an API, and your mileage will vary there, and that can get pretty complicated, but that's another option for platforms that won't be directly supported by Make. So to recap, with just 6 modules, we built 100% automated blogging system that publishes to medium.com without you having to lift a finger. My client Tom loves this automation because it allows him to focus on serving his clients instead of creating content, and he's amazed at all of the people who have been reaching out to him because they found his content on Medium. So if you're tired of creating and publishing content, or just want to do more with automation these days, then give this setup a try. And let me know in the comments below if there's another automation you'd like me to make and feature on the channel. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Speaking of more content, so this system is gonna let you create and publish your blogs on autopilot. But you still need to promote your blogs to get the most out of them. Well, check out this tutorial right here where it's going to help you create 100% automated social media distribution system for your blogs.